All right, guys, I had to do a quick sound check before I hit that live button. So I heard myself before I hit the live button. But that doesn't necessarily mean that y'all can hear me, because y'all know this is YouTube, and this is streaming software stuff that we use. So just gotta make sure y'all can hear me as well. So just because I can hear myself don't mean y'all can hear me. Hey Donna, what's going on? Jen, what's going on? Anthony Banks, what's going on, brother? Neighbor Nisa in the building. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Good evening, good evening, good evening. So yeah. So y'all know what the first thing we do. First thing I need y'all to do is let me know, can you hear me, and can you hear me loud and clear? Is there no staticky sound, anything like that? So y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Hey, Miss Walls, what's going on? How you doing? Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Yeah, somebody give me my chat. Somebody say, yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. Just give me at least one or two. Yeah, it look like the notification just went out, so we're gonna see how many people get the notification. They just came to my phone. Okay, Donna says she hear you. Jen says she hear me. All right, cool. That's all I need. At least just two of y'all to say that. That you hear me. All right. Right. Bossy Boss, what's going on, lady? How you doing? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Man, this story is really blowing up. Black Rage, what it do, bruh? Where you been, my guy? What it do, Black Rage? What it do? My man. There go the honey dip. Hey, Veronica T, how you doing, boo? Good evening to you. Happy Friday to everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. And if I don't see any of y'all again before the weekend, if I'm not mistaken, I think this weekend is Mother's Day. Somebody correct me on that. Is this weekend Mother's Day? If it is, happy Mother's Day to you all. I think somebody told me this weekend is Mother's Day. I could be wrong. Oh man, he said he doing the army thing. Hey, salute to you, brother. Salute to you, man. My man. Salute to you, my guy. Salute to you. Much respect, man. Keep doing your thing, bro. Keep doing your thing, my guy. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Hey, TT, how you doing? I like when I come live, man. Y'all just being there, just speaking to each other. Y'all just getting all along. Whether the crowd is big or small, man, all y'all just come in there and y'all just get along with each other, man. Speaking to everybody. Then when new people come in, I call new people name or people I ain't seen in a while. Y'all automatically go in there and speak to them. Y'all be having a ball in the chat room. Even a lot of times when you don't agree with each other, y'all still find some way to have fun in the chat room. Amen. So that's why a lot of times I like to come live too, to see y'all. It warms my heart to see y'all coming in and enjoy yourselves, as well as enjoy my stream, and as well as enjoy my foul ass mouth. As well as y'all enjoy my foul ass mouth, you know. But it makes me real humble to see y'all come in the chat room and how y'all greet each other, how y'all just enjoy each other's company. Amen. What up, Bin Laden? What's going on? Slunder, what it do? Divine, hey, brother, what's going on? Divine, I saw your name in my comments. I said, wait a minute. Has she been on here before? Because your name sounds so familiar. Did you change your name? What was it at first? Or has it always been Divine? Did I say Bin Laden? What up, Bin Laden? What it do, brother? Man, y'all got me up to 17 likes already. That's what's up. So that means y'all ready for a good show. Y'all ready to get into these updates? Because I got some updates for you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chris Storm Show. Let's get right into it. All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Chris Storm Show. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Ladies and gentlemen, we haven't, she said, yes, I have. I enjoy watching your show. Well, thank you, dear. I really appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been following this story. Jen said, I do enjoy this show and chat a lot. Let me stop focusing on the chat for y'all and get me off what I'm trying to do right here because I keep trying to read the chat. A lot of us have been following this story, and a lot of us are content creators, so whoever you know, some of us agree with what's going on, and some of us don't agree with what's going on. I look at it like this, you know, as a content creator or whatever you are, or an advocate or whoever, you have a right to your opinion about this story. Whether you agree with what happened, whether you don't agree with what happened, you know, who you really blame for what happened. What do you blame Arbery, or do you blame the guys? You know, you have your thoughts and opinion about this, you know. And even with this, a lot of people's not going to agree with everything that's being said. You know, some people going to be completely for the guys, which there's a couple of Facebook pages I saw. I don't know if they being funny or not, but they say the page is called Justice for the McMichaels. I don't know if they being funny or not. But somebody invited me to it. I don't want to be in that shit, so I deleted the invite. But I looked at a few comments before I deleted the invite. I said they must be trying to be funny. I don't know, but you know, if people feel like they didn't do nothing wrong, they entitled to their opinion that they feel like they did nothing wrong. A lot of people feel like Arbery, he did nothing wrong. They entitled to his opinion that he did nothing wrong. You know, so this thing is going to have a whole whirlwind or whatever's going on. But guys, I want to start off the show with the guy who you see right here. Everybody wanted to know who the third guy was, who the guy that was videotaping it. That's this guy right here. His name is William Roddy Bryan. William Roddy Bryan. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he may have gotten arrested too, or they looking at him as a person of interest. All right. So let's get right into it because I got something pulled up that talks about him. I'll wait till the chat pop up. That should be popping up. Why am I sure like it's glittering? I'm sure like it's glittering. Yeah, I'm gonna get on the wrong color because that shirt glittering. My shirt glittering like a motherfucker. Alright guys, so this is him right here. This is the guy that's recording, and for how they putting it up in here, they saying he purposely blocked Arbery. He tried to purposely block him. So I guess that's why they looking at him as a person of interest. And of course, I'm assuming he's the one that turned in the video. And that's probably another reason why they're looking at him as a subject of interest in this case. All right. So let me read to you what it says. I'm gonna see if I can blow it up for y'all. Let's see it. Y'all probably still gonna be able to see it real clear. Nah, you still ain't gonna be able to see it real clear. I might need to do. We'll work on it later. So here it goes. And I guess somebody got this from Lee Merritt's Twitter, and it says like this: William Roddy Bryan has been recognized because the third man concerned within the Ahmaud Arbery homicide case. Together with Gregory and Travis McMichael, Bryan videotaped Gregory and Travis, a father and a son, as they chased down 25-year-old Arbery from their white pickup trucks as he was jogging of their neighborhood. An altercation ensued wherein Travis shot and killed Arbery. The incident befell on February 23rd. For a number of months, no fees have been filed as the time handed. The general public outcry grew to become louder and louder. On Could 7 a day earlier than the day Arbery would have turned 26. Oh, today was his birthday. That's right. You know, happy birthday, young man. Even though you're gone, but happy birthday to you. Today's his birthday. He would have turned 26 years old. Gregory and Travis have been arrested and charged with homicide and aggravated assault. Bryan is predicted to be arrested. Let me highlight that. He is predicted to be arrested and charged as effectively in accordance with native information networks. So he's predicted to be arrested and charged. Within the preliminary police report of the incident, Bryan is simply referenced as Roddy. He's referenced as Roddy. You'll be able to learn the total police report right here. Right here's what you want to know. All right. It says he's a mechanic from Brunswick. In line with a few of Bryan's Facebook posts, he's a mechanic from Brunswick, Georgia. Bryan is a Trump supporter and works at Ironmongery, I guess I'm saying that right, store within the space. Bryan, who goes by Roddy or Roddy, is respectively is 50 years old, is 50 years outdated. In line with Atlanta Journal structure, police paperwork recognized him as the one who videotaped Arbery's loss of life. Bryan is a neighbor of the McMichaels and lived inside a mile of the place Arbery was shot to lose his life. His identification, because the third man was unknown to the general public, to Code 6. Civil rights activist Sean King wrote Bryan was there in his automotive gun loaded chasing Ahmaud Arbery. The murderers had been speaking on the telephone collectively, plotting what to do and the place to go, all the way inside a minute of one another. Oh, so if I'm reading this right, there's a phone call of them talking? Oh, wow. Shortly after Lee Merritt, one of the many civil rights attorneys representing Arbery's households, tweeted, "Lots of people have requested why I preserve saying 3 suspects. Right here is the third. Thanks, as Sean King arrests all 3 of those males who conspired and murdered Ahmaud Arbery." And it goes on further to say that Bryan is talked about briefly within the February 23rd police report. But Michael acknowledged that Arbery circled and commenced working again the path from which he got here, and Roddy tried to damn him, which was unsuccessful. Now, many are arguing that Bryan trapped Arbery and was consequently instantly concerned with Arbery's loss of life. Benjamin Crump, a Florida-based legal professional, tweeted, "If Bryan chased down Ahmaud and filmed his execution, he ought to be arrested and charged with aiding and abetting them in committing this crime or homicide." All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this speaks on Roddy. Y'all heard what was said. How do y'all feel about it? Do you agree? Do you agree or do you disagree? I don't have no video of him talking to them, anything like that. But if it is a video that's circling around, what up, King guys? Hey, roll them out. But if it is a video circling around of them talking and plotting this, I would like to hear that myself, because again, I was told that the video that he was filming, they say you could actually hear him cocking a gun. But I haven't heard that something like that is probably so low that you probably have to put your headphones in to hear it. Y'all know we can hear a lot of stuff in the speakers, but sometimes you put them headphones on, if you got some real good headphones, you can hear every damn thing. Just like the headphones I got to my podcast equipment that's sitting over here right in front of my face. If I was to have that video of him in the car and I put these headphones on, then I would be able to hear that gun cock. But I don't have the video to hear him in the car or whatnot. All right. So, yeah, there you go, guys. That was the third person. Roddy is being looked at as a subject of interest. Whether he's going to be arrested or not, I have no idea. That just remains to be seen about Roddy. All right. So, but if Sean Key say, hey, he wrote them and he heard them talking, or however the hell he put that, then, I guess it's out there. It is out there. Also, guys, thanks to Jen, who's in the chat room right now. Jen sent me something I'm gonna play for y'all later on. Come to find out there was 2 phone calls. There was 2 911 phone calls. I played y'all one last night, but it was actually 2. And I'm gonna play those for you before we end this stream today. So Jen, thank you for sending me the information. All right. So guys, let's get along with the show. They finally putting out news clips where they arrested these guys. So I'm gonna play them couple of news clips. Then we're gonna get into the GBI press conference. So let's see what these news clips got to say.
It's what many people have been calling for: arrests in the shooting death of a jogger in a Brunswick neighborhood. We got these mugshots of Gregory and Travis McMichael within the past 15 minutes. Late this evening, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation announced charges against Gregory and Travis McMichael for killing Ahmaud Arbery. The charges: murder and aggravated assault. The arrest came just 2 days after this video showing Arbery's killing surfaced on social media.
It started an investigation by the GBI and an outcry from people, celebrities, and political figures across the nation. Now, here's what we know about this arrest. When GBI investigators arrived at the McMichaels' home around 8 o'clock, a neighbor tells me the shooter, 34-year-old Travis McMichael, was playing with his 2-year-old son in the backyard when he was put into handcuffs. His father, Gregory, a former Brunswick district attorney investigator, was taken into custody inside the house. One of the arresting officers was consoling Travis McMichael by patting him on the back. Travis was on the verge of tears while being led away. The McMichaels were taken into custody in less than 5 minutes.
Damn, that man was playing with his son while he got arrested. Damn, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. He playing with his son, and his son had to see him. I'm assuming his son had to see him get put in handcuffs. You know, shit. That's crazy right there. That's fucked up, you know. But but when you involved in something like this, you know, this is what comes with the territory. Amen. When you involved with killing, whether you white or black, this is what comes to the territory. They can come to your house at any minute. You could be enjoying supper with the family. You could be enjoying your kids or anything. And hell, you in there getting some sex, you know, they probably come there then, you know. So anything can happen, you know. But in this game of love, you know, in a situation like this, they coming after you. They gonna come in anytime, just like a repo man. I mean, y'all be having fun, and a repo man, a lot of them are dicks. I heard of people taking the repo taking people car while they at the grocery store. You know, you at the grocery store, you come back and your car gone and shit. You know, I mean, but you know, hey, it come with the territory. Mood, what's going on there?
News for Jack's reporter Maggie Lorraine.
What's going on, baby?
Brunswick, in the neighborhood where this all happened. Maggie, what are you seeing there tonight?
Tarek,
yeah, Donnell, when I first heard that, I like, But then again, think about this. Maybe they did that because it was in front of the child. That's probably why they did that. I don't know.
We just drove through the neighborhood. It's dark, it's quiet, neighbors are inside, but this is the neighborhood, Satilla Shores, where Arbery was shot and killed in broad daylight back in February. Take a look at these photos. We got these sent to us from a News for Jax viewer at the scene of the arrest of Gregory and Travis McMichael. They were both charged with murder and aggravated assault and were booked into the Glenn County Jail. The GBI announced the arrest the day after it began its own investigation at the request of an outside prosecutor. The McMichaels, who pursued Arbery in a pickup truck, told police they believed Arbery was a burglar. In the last 15 minutes...
Hey, look at my man. Y'all see my man Black Ray? He said, so they took somebody else's son, but he got a point. He got a point.
We just got their mugshots again. Here's another look at them from the Glenn County Sheriff's Office. And then tonight, the Georgia Attorney General's office tweeted out this response. We are grateful the Georgia Bureau of Investigation has taken quick and decisive action. This tragedy cannot be undone, but this is the first step in what I am confident will be a swift road to justice. News for Jax will have a crew here ahead of tomorrow morning's press conference at 9 o'clock here in Brunswick. I'll have another live report coming up tonight at 11. For now, reporting live in Brunswick, I'm Maggie Lorange, Channel 4, the local station.
Had the chance to speak with Ahmaud Arbery's football coach and two of his best friends tonight about the arrest right after it happened. These three guys just happened to be together, trying to figure out the next steps for demonstrations and social media campaigns. They told me they are joyful after waiting 74 days for these arrests to finally see these men taken into custody. But they say they won't really feel like justice is served until everyone involved is held accountable.
Until they stand trial.
Oh wow, done and down for real. Damn.
Be punished for what they're done. This tragedy. I think that'll give me the joy that I do need. The satisfaction is for our family, friends, and everybody in this community. I think this tragedy, it truly, not only sparked this community, but it sparked this world in a different way.
We're a community that trusts law enforcement. We had no idea the different things that were going on. I mean, our DA ran unopposed for 24 years. Nobody ran against her. We are a community that trusts law enforcement. And obviously what we're finding out now with the interim chief, Jay Wiggins, he's going to have to regain the trust of our community.
These three young men say they want everyone held accountable from top to bottom, including responding officers with the Glenn County Police Department. The officer who told Ahmaud Arbery's mother her son was shot in the yard while committing a burglary by the homeowner, which was a lie. All of those involved in the DA's office in Waycross and Ware County, those three young men say this was a cover-up.
Even after the arrest, the News4Jax team is asking the questions many people are asking us.
We found out why the Waycross State Attorney's Office recommended not prosecuting Gregory, McMichael, and Travis. And we also found out who shot the cell phone video and released it. Here's how investigators got to this point. After viewing the cell phone video, the autopsy reports, and witness statements from this deadly confrontation, Waycross District Attorney George Barnhill says he didn't see grounds for an arrest based on the following. In a letter to a Glenn County captain, he writes, Greg McMichael, his son Travis, and Bryan Williams appear to be in hot pursuit of a burglary suspect with solid first-hand probable cause in their neighborhood and telling him to stop. He goes on to write, it appears their intent was to stop and hold this criminal suspect until law enforcement arrived. He said it was within the scope of a citizen's arrest, but a Brunswick criminal defense attorney says that is not his interpretation of the citizen's arrest law or the facts.
But what's critical about Georgia's law, although you are allowed to detain someone as a citizen if you think they've committed a crime, you cannot use excessive force. So even if there was a crime committed and he was trying to hold on to Mr. Arbery to wait for the police, you cannot then escalate it, as I think happened in this case.
We also now know who shot this cell phone video of the deadly confrontation. According to Arbery's attorney, Lee Merritt, a man named William Roddy Bryan filmed the shooting of Arbery. Lawyers say Bryan told police he chased Arbery, who he and McMichael suspected was a burglar. Bryan's attorneys leaked the video, hoping that it would substantiate the McMichaels' claim of self-defense. But instead, the video has created more questions about why no one was...
Okay, that's how they got the video. His attorney leaked the video. Okay. Damn.
ever detained.
I don't think this is a good self-defense case for Mr. McMichael. I mean, number one, you see Arbery running down the street. He is not approaching the McMichaels. He's not threatening them. He doesn't present any sort of threat whatsoever. They are chasing him. And then at the point where Travis McMichael has the gun and is pointing it at Arbery, it is totally reasonable and justified for Mr. Arbery to try to defend himself. So I don't think that Travis McMichael can say I was acting in self-defense when it appears from the video that he was the aggressor in the situation.
The Glenn County Commission plans to release information soon on the Glenn County Police Department's involvement in the aftermath of the shooting death of Ahmaud Arbery and subsequent decisions made by police and county personnel. Yesterday, Brunswick Mayor, members of the NAACP, and local judges in the area called for the firing of the Glenn County Police Chief John Powell, who was the county's top cop at the time. News of the arrest tonight spread quickly on social media as well.
And Joy Purdy joins us now. Joy, you've been looking online to see what people are saying.
Yes, Mary Tarek, this story of the arrests has blown up on Twitter. It seems to be just
Ooh,
traveling
lady,
like
fix your
wildfire. And so
sound.
many people who
Jesus
have
Christ.
commented on the News for Jack's Facebook page are calling for not just an investigation into the father and son now
Ooh, it's
charged
making
in
my flesh
Ahmaud
crawl.
Arbery's
Fix your
death.
sound,
They
boo.
also want to
Fix
see
your
the original
sound.
DA and prosecutor investigated for the way the case was initially handled. So here are just some of the comments we pulled from our Facebook page. Heather Hackley, for example, writes, "It took too long, and it's only because of all social media publicity that it has finally happened, but I pray his family will now get the justice they deserve." Keith Waugh writes, "Remember, innocent till proven guilty. I'm not judging till the truth comes out. And for everyone that does, y'all just as bad as those two for judging." And Rachel Atterbury says, "Hoping justice will be served. This will never replace what this family is missing, but these men need to be held accountable." Now, as you know, there have been public comments on Twitter by lawmakers and celebrities like basketball star LeBron James, singer Justin Timberlake, also former Vice President Joe Biden and Senator Chuck Schumer from New York. Well, tonight, no comments yet from any of them. Tarek, Mary?
Joy, thank you.
Well, despite tonight's arrest, the GBI
Jesus
says the
Christ.
investigation into
Ooh.
the death of Ahmaud Arbery is ongoing, and they are asking anyone who has information to contact the agency at 1-800-597-TIPS. Again, they will be releasing new information about the case and the arrest tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
Y'all heard all
News
that?
4 Jax will have crews in Southeast Georgia to bring you
Y'all heard
coverage
all that?
live on air and on news4jax.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Nice long news clip. So now we know it. Roddy didn't really turn the video in or post the video out or leak the video out. It was his attorney that leaked the video out. Now I don't know if the attorney did that because he said, "Hey, you know, I'm trying to help you out. You know, as long as you keep hiding it, you know, they're gonna look at you funny or this, that, the third." I had no idea how that works, but it was the attorney that leaked the video out. But now, still, here would be my question to that. How long did Roddy have the video before he even turned it over to the attorney? How long did he have it? How long did he keep it before he turned it over to the attorney? That's what I want to know. And I think that's a lot of people want to know, you know, how long did he have it? All right, Jen, this one, what you sent me, I don't think it's going to let me download it. Let me see if it let me download the MP3 version of it. So let me see if I can do it in MP3 form, because we all seen the video, so ain't no need of, I guess, replaying the video again, because when I went to this video that you sent me, it gave me a message that a lot of people found this video offensive, but it's still up on YouTube. And I guess you got to click on it to say that you want to view it. You know, so that's probably why it's not going to let me download it. But let me see if I can download it in MP3 format and just let people hear the audio. Because for what Jen told me, she said in this one, you can hear the gun click. So if it let me download the MP3 of it, I'll do it that way. Now, it won't let me do that either. So now, wait a minute. Never mind, I can still play it. I ain't got to show it to y'all. I can still play it. Ladies and gentlemen, grab your headphones and let's see if we can hear this gun click. So I'm gonna see if I can hear this gun click, and I'll play it a couple of times. You know, go get y'all headphones, or maybe some of y'all got good ears. Y'all can hear it without headphones. All right, let's go. Oh, I did hear something. Can y'all hear that? It's kind of low. Yeah, the audio is kind of low. Yeah, you're going to definitely need some headphones. But yes, I did hear a gun click. I did. I heard it. As a matter of fact, it sounded like you heard him putting his clip in, then cocking it. You know, so these boys planning on doing some damage. He planning on doing some damage. You know, so I heard that. I did hear it. You know. No, not the 3 shots. We talking about the guy who was filming it. People were saying you could hear him loading up a gun, and I just heard it. Now I don't know if y'all heard it because the volume kind of low, but some of y'all say y'all did hear it, or maybe y'all heard it from a previous video. That's what you heard. So I just put on my headphones, and yes, I heard him loading it and cocking it. You know, so all right, appreciate you, Jen. Appreciate you, Jen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But the audio just too low. The audio low as crap. Oh, you say let it play? Oh, shit, damn, Nate. I already I'd exit out of it now. Did I exit out of it? Yeah, I'd have shut it down now. But it's 3 shots, dear. It's 3 shots. It's 3 shots. Trust me, it's 3. All right. Now, guys, I'm going to play this next news clip. And this where they're saying that they found probable cause for the arrest of these 2 guys. So we're going to play this right here. And then we're going to get into the GBI conference. All right. So let me bring this up right here and let y'all hear what they got to say about this, why they find the probable cause.
No bond for the father and son charged with murdering Ahmaud Arbery. Today they made a virtual court appearance in Glynn County. Not far away, the community rallied together on what would have been Arbery's 26th birthday.
As we celebrate the arrest, let us be very clear, however.
Does anybody got, do they have online their first court appearance? Do anybody has that video?
Justice still is not done.
The director of the Georgia Bureau of Investigation says it took his agents just 36 hours to find probable cause for murder charges and then arrest Gregory and Travis McMichael.
Director Vic Reynolds also says he cannot speak to why the father and son were
not charged by police. Thank you too, dear.
Sooner.
Thank you too,
the
dear.
McMichaels are being held for felony murder in the shotgun killing of 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery back in February while he was jogging unarmed on a residential street. Gregory McMichael previously told Glynn County Police he suspected Arbery was a burglar. McMichael is a former investigator for the district attorney. We have a number of crews covering today's developments. We begin with News4 Jack's I-Team investigator Tarek Miner, who's joining us live from Glynn County with the McMichaels court appearance. Tarek?
Well, you know, former Brunswick District Attorney investigator Gregory McMichael has a lot of relationship with law enforcement, with the judicial community, and the corrections department community here at the Glynn County Jail after working in Glynn County for more than 20 years. Tonight, he and his son Travis remain behind bars at the Glynn County Jail for the murder of 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery on February 23rd. Gregory McMichael and his son Travis appeared to be very tired as they stood before the judge this afternoon. The 2 remain on a no bond status until a superior court judge takes up this case. During a press conference this morning with state investigators, GBI officials said the person who shot that cell phone video of the deadly confrontation is part of their investigation. William Roddy Bryan, who lives down the street from the McMichaels, shot the video. Police say he chased Arbery and tried to unsuccessfully block him with his car before following him in the last moments of his life. GBI investigators also say the case will go to a grand jury. They expect it to go to trial.
We base our decisions on 2 things. One are facts and the other is the law. Whatever the facts are, we apply the law to it. If the law says what the facts are is a felony murder, then we take the warrants for it. I'm very comfortable in telling you that there's more than sufficient probable cause in this case.
When we take this case to the grand jury, and if it does, and we expect it will, perhaps could go to a trial on guilt or innocence, okay? The legal principles will be explained by the judge.
As you heard investigators say there, they feel as if they have a very strong case against Gregory and Travis McMichael. We want to check in now live with Kelly Wiley, who joins us now with more information on this investigation and the state's case. Kelly?
The director wouldn't say exactly what new elements they had, but they did say they had new elements from the last 2 days that the Glenn County case did not. They said they spent the first day reviewing the information, from the first case that the Glenn County had set up, and then they came into this neighborhood and started canvassing. They say they all agreed there was sufficient probable cause to make arrests. Hundreds of people gathered on the
Baby
steps
girl
of the
makeup
Glenn
must
County
be running.
Courthouse early Friday, demanding justice in the deadly shooting of Ahmaud Arbery.
All right, good morning, everyone.
Minutes before the demonstration began, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation said new information discovered over the last 48 hours led to the arrest of father and son Gregory and Travis McMichael for felony murder. The two men are seen in this graphic video confronting 25-year-old Arbery as he ran down the street. According to reports, Travis McMichael fatally shot him. GBI Director Vic Reynolds says they received a call from District Attorney Tom Durden Tuesday to investigate the case. Durden is the third district attorney assigned to this case since February. Durden claims he's had the case filed since April 14th.
Reg, you done beat him.
GBI
What's
says
up,
it
Reg?
was requested to investigate after the video was released anonymously to the public. Director Reynolds says his investigators reviewed the case file Wednesday, and after
Hey, Reg, I want you to call in, bro, because you sent me that.
obtained warrants for the McMichaels arrest.
Reg, if you got a couple of minutes, man, I want you to call in, bro, because I want you to talk to us about what you sent me yesterday, man, and I want you to tell me if how is he handling that when you told me that, man. So if you got a few minutes, man, let me know in the chat, and I'll drop that number off to you, man. Hey, you call in, bro, because I want to talk to you a couple of minutes about what you sent me, man, if you got a couple of minutes.
Base our decisions on two things. One are facts, and the other is the law. Whatever the facts are, we apply the law to it. If the law says what the facts are is a felony murder, then we take the warrants for it. I'm very comfortable in telling you that there's more than sufficient probable cause in this case for felony murder.
But questions remain about the third person behind the camera, identified as William Roddy Bryan. Gregory McMichael detailed to police that Bryan was attempting to block him on that street, but was unsuccessful.
We're continuing to look at all the evidence. They're continuing to do things that haven't been done yet, and we'll plan on doing that the rest of the time it takes before they make.
All right, Reg, I'm going to send it to you right now.
Some decision or conclusion whether or not probable cause exists to arrest anyone else.
And coming up at 6 o'clock, we've obtained the arrest warrants. We'll tell you what those arrest warrants are telling us. And also we'll tell you why a hate crime, a lot of people are talking about that possibly being at play in this case, but we're telling you why that probably will not happen in this case. Reporting live in Brunswick, Kelly Wiley, Channel 4, the local station.
All right. I was John on baby girl, because baby girl keep wiping her face. I guess her makeup was running or something. You know, that was kind of funny. I didn't want to laugh, but that was kind of funny. I don't know about y'all, but that shit right there was funny. She kept doing this shit right there. Shit. No. All right, Reg, I sent it to you. Because Red sent me a message yesterday, and that was the message that I read y'all yesterday before we got deeper into the show. And it's been going like what people calling in was saying about their town, you know. I think this here right here, guys. Hold on. Did you read?
Yeah, what's going on?
What's going on, man? Yeah, long time, brother. How you been, man?
Been doing pretty good, man.
Okay, hold on. Let me read the audience, because I don't think a lot of people was here yesterday, or if they watched the replay, they probably heard the message. So, guys, this is Red, the guy who's in the chat room. AB, what is AB? What's your name in there? AB what?
AB87.
AB87. Okay, guys. Here's what he sent me yesterday, and we talked about Brunswick. He said he got an old classmate who lives in Brunswick. They told her husband that he is the wrong color to have a business here. That's the message I read to y'all yesterday that Richard sent me. So, man, are they still down there now, man? And since they told him that, what kind of measures are he taking? Did it scare him, or he still doing his thing, or what?
I mean, to be honest with you, it's like I think they've been there for like maybe like less than a year or two. And what ended up happening was, see, when it comes to him running his business, I don't know the whole story, but she made a post about it, and she's pregnant right now, and she was talking about it. And she was pretty much saying, once they told them that all they pretty much do is run their business, they do their deliveries, they stay home in their yard, and she said they don't fool with nobody. She's like, they are just real racist and real bigoted there. And to tell you the truth, I'm in Jacksonville, and Brunswick is like, what, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours away from here.
Shit, okay.
Go ahead.
No, I'm listening to you. And
the thing about it, too, is that I'm not saying this incident was per se racial, but it's a lot of that mentality in that area. Mentality.
Exactly. And that's what I was telling people yesterday, man. You don't want to make it about race, man, but you can't help to think about, could they play the part in this story? Because I don't like to do the race baiting thing. Because we overused it already, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I try to hit another angle myself.
Exactly. But in this story, man, you can't help but to think, man, is this a white versus black thing? I mean, if you gathering all the details of what we're hearing, and if everything is factual, then you got to be like, damn, man. Then was this young man in a place where he's not supposed to be? And then somebody left a comment in my last stream, and it made me think about this. Did he stay in that neighborhood? Or is that the usual route?
We don't know yet.
Yeah, did he stay in that neighborhood, or is this the usual route that he take when he jog? Now, those two important questions, too. Do he go to that area when he jog? And then they say it's supposed to be camera of him going to that vacant house multiple times. So if that's
allegedly.
Everything is allegedly until it come out proven. So that means if he has been caught on camera, then I guess that video evidence will come out. But still, even with that though,
it's a separate incident.
Exactly.
It's mutually exclusive. So.
Right. So even with that, is it going to show that he took anything, or is it going to show that he did anything wrong, probably besides trespassing?
Yeah, but see, and the thing about it was that the house that he was looking into, allegedly he came out of, it was just a new construction house, so it most likely they had no cameras on it. And if you listen to the 911 call, he says, well, he was seen on it, but remember, he didn't really know.
Exactly. And I'm going to play the phone call again tonight because somebody sent me the phone call. Jen, she's in the chat room right now. There actually was 2 phone calls. Did you hear that? Did you hear about that? It was 2 911 calls.
I heard that. Yeah, I think I heard that second one. I heard the first one, but I can't recall if I heard that second one.
You're going to hear it tonight, my brother. And see, here's the thing about that. Now, she asked him, the dispatcher asked him, what did he do wrong? And you notice he never answered that question. He never answered that question. And she was like, I mean, was he there? He's not supposed to be there other than that. What did he do wrong? The man couldn't even answer the question.
Mm-hmm.
So
and another thing people got to realize too is that I was telling a lot of people this, and the one thing that anybody listening got to realize too, especially when I'm up in Northeast Florida, a lot of them guys do have that kind of bigotry in their heart, and they would try to antagonize you knowing they got a gun, because what happens is this: when they say self-defense, the fine line with me, I kind of disagree with this. Okay, you antagonize me, you try to intimidate me, and we get in the scuffle. I get the best of you. And then now you turn around and shoot me. Now it's self-defense. But you were trying to antagonize me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me ask you this, Reg, because a lot of people is on the fence about this part right here. And I am too, man, because I'm kind of looking at it as a double-edged sword. What we seen in the video, Arbery, he ran on the right side of the car. So I guess they was already fucking with him then when he ran to the right side of the truck. But now, why the hell did you run towards that dude? He got a big-ass shotgun. Now, some people said, and I said this too, man, maybe he said, well, fuck it. Give or take, y'all gonna shoot me anyway, so I'm finna fight for my life. Or, I don't know. I'm just confused by that part. Why would you run to that man?
I think maybe, and to tell you the truth, I think maybe he could have possibly blacked out, and he was like, oh, snap, these white boys got a gun. I gotta just go. Just go for it, Not saying it's the smartest thing to do.
Exactly.
It's like, okay, so if I run me with a gun, you could run, but then again, okay, if I run, they can shoot me in the back. They can run me down with the truck. So I may even have a better chance taking him head on.
You know what? I ain't thinking about that, man. Anything could have happened. If you would have ran, they could have chased you down and truck and he would have truck and all that. I ain't even thinking about all that, bro.
And the thing about it was that this too. See, they approached him with them guns. They thought he was gonna just be cool and cordial, but no, he got the best of them. And then he turned around and then they shot him. So it's like, okay, I can see this. See, what they're gonna try to do is try to say self, because I can see self-defense because he went for a man with a gun, but you initiated the contact. And another thing that the Georgia law is like when he comes to like making a citizen's arrest, it's like it's something in there about aggression. Like
I played it late night. You gotta go back and watch my first stream. I know you came in there for a little bit. I don't know you stayed for the whole time, but you gotta go back and watch my first stream because there's a guy that the lady was talking to. He broke down the whole thing about that citizen arrest thing. And he said in their case, it ain't finna fly pretty much because you had no authority to do that to that man unless you saw him yourself commit a crime. If you saw him yourself, then yeah. I mean, I guess do what you gotta do. I'm gonna bring up two things was said in the chat, Reg, man. Appreciate you calling in. I'm gonna let you go, bro. Okay. We was talking about the vacant house, and my girl named Moody said so he can't admire new construction. No, we're not saying that. And see, I'm not even saying it either because, like I said, the house that I'm at now, right? The house that I'm at now, I was peeping through the windows and shit to see what it looked like, you know, because some people just moved out and they had it on the market for you to rent or to buy or whatever the case may be. So yes, I went up there, took a peek. Did I do anything wrong? No. Was I trespassing? Maybe, but I doubt it because they had a sign out there saying, "Hey, this house will be ready soon." So, could it be a possibility that he was up there because maybe he didn't get out of his mom's house? I mean, he turned 26 today. If he was still alive, he'd be 26. So maybe he didn't get out of his mom's house. And maybe he admired that house, you know, just like she said. So good call on there. He probably did admire the house. And then Jen just said, you know, hey, you cannot outrun a bullet. I don't think you can, you know, if you aim it right, I don't think you can, brother. But other than that, though, man, Reg, thanks a lot, brother. So I want you to tell them when you told me that, man. And I think a lot of people say their town is like that. One person say it might be one of them sun up and sun down times, you know. When the sun up, you know, pretty much they let anything fly, but when they sun down, you don't belong there. You get the hell out there. You got to get the hell up out of there. Yeah.
And last thing I'm gonna say too. See, somebody like myself. See, I do a lot of walking myself. But the thing what I typically do, like in my apartment complex, I pretty much make sure I speak to everybody. I make myself known. Everywhere I go, everywhere I live, I always make myself known to everybody so they know it's me. Mm-hmm. Because it's going to go into something else too, real quick. And one thing about tell people, okay, I live kind of in I guess you can call it in a higher area, like a higher class area. So where I live at, you got a lot of Jaguar players live close by me and stuff like that. A lot of people with money around me. Mm-hmm. So and white. So that's why wherever I'm at, I make myself known. Speak to everybody. I try to follow the same routine. I go to the same area. I try to look for that. Okay, he may be black. He may have dreads, but okay. We seen him before. Mm-hmm. See, you know what I'm saying? So like even for example, so like I say, probably like a block away from me, Tim Tebow lives like a block away from me. In that area, it's a lot of high class people. Mm-hmm. Every time I walk that way, I go the same route, make sure I speak to everybody so everybody know, okay, we know who that is. Mm-hmm. I got you. So I don't look out of place. Right, exactly. I got you on there, brother. I got you on there, man. Other than that, bro, you ain't got nothing else, man. Appreciate you calling in, my guy. Oh, no, I'm good, man. Appreciate it, man. All right, no doubt. All right. That's my man Reg, y'all. AB, now I can't remember his name in the chat, but he's AB. What up, brother Sykes? Yeah, man, you know, this whole thing is crazy or whatnot. Somebody said something about play something again. What was it that you want me to play? Somebody mentioned something to me about playing something. Somebody said play it again. I don't know what y'all asked me to play again, but let me know what you want me to play again. Yeah, AB87. There you go, guys. That's him who just got out the phone, man. My man Red. Appreciate you, Reg. Appreciate you. All right. So, all right, guys. She said they just read period down there, even the ones that sleep with blacks. Damn. Okay. All right, guys. We're gonna play these 911 calls. We're gonna let y'all hear both calls. It's within the same video. Thanks to Jen, who's in the chat room right now. Thank you, dear, for sending me this. Guys, let's hear the 911 call. After the 911 call, we're gonna hear the press conference, and there'll be the show tonight. Let's get it.
Communications Operator Smith.
Hey, I live out in Steel Shores. There's some break-ins out here. There's a guy in the house right now. It's a house under construction.
Okay, do you have your address or that house's address?
Right at Satilla Drive.
And you said someone's breaking into it right now?
No, it's all open. It's under construction. And he's running right now. There he goes right now.
Okay, what is
right
he
now.
doing?
He's running right now. Right goddamn now.
He's running down the street. Oh,
okay.
Back into the
Okay, that's fine. I'll get them out there. I just need to know what he was doing wrong.
What was he doing
Was he
wrong?
just on the premises and not supposed to be?
Didn't answer the question.
Stuff on it. And he's been caught on the camera a bunch before at night. It's kind of an ongoing thing out here. The man that's building the house has got heart issues. I think he's not going to finish it. So.
Okay, that's fine. And you said it was a male in a black t-shirt?
A white t-shirt. Black guy, white t-shirt. And he's done running back into the neighborhood.
Okay, and...
Our front yard.
And what was your name, sir? Okay, and your phone number?
Of course, they edited, guys. That's why y'all hearing the blanks. They edited.
Okay, I'll go ahead and put it in and have somebody come out there and check it out, okay?
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hello. 911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm out here at Satilla Shores. There's a black male running down the street.
Where at Satilla Shores?
I don't know what street we're on. Stop right there! Stop! Travis!
Sir, hello, sir. Sir, where you at? Hello? Hello?
So I want to know, was the same guy who made the second phone call, or was it Roddy who made the second phone call? That's what I want to know. I don't think it was Roddy. I think it was probably the same guy. But let's have another listen.
Thank you.
Hello.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm out here at Satilla Shores. There's a black male running down the street.
Where at Satilla Shores?
I don't know what street we're on. Stop right there! Stop! Travis!
Sir, hello, sir. Sir, where you at? Hello? Hello?
So it sounded like to me, with that call, there's some action that was going on. Cause he already sounded frantic when he made the call, and he shouted out to him, "You stop right there," and everything just goes silent. And I thought you probably hear the gunshots right there, unless they edited and there was gunshots, because you could tell that this whole thing was edited because certain stuff they had to edit out. I guess like numbers and streets and stuff they had to edit it out. So it's been edited. Unless there was gunshots in this one, it's been edited.
Okay, I'll go ahead and put it in and have somebody come out there and check it out, okay?
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hello.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm out here at Satilla Shores. There's a black male running down the street.
Satilla, where at Satilla Shores?
I don't know what street we're on. Stop right there! Stop! Travis!
Sir, hello, sir. Sir, where you at? Hello? Hello?
All right, guys, we heard both of the hey Spencer. We heard both of the calls. I don't know if that's the son or not, because it sounded like he said Travis. He said, stop right there. And it sounded like I heard him say Travis. We'll try it again. Let me put on my headphones. Let me put on my good old headphones. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, you said caller number one was the son. I don't know. They sound like the same voice to me.
Okay, I'll go ahead and put it in and have somebody come out there and check it out, okay?
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hello.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm out here at Satilla Shores. There's a black male running down the street.
Satilla, where at Satilla Shores?
I don't know what street we're on. Stop right there! Stop! Travis!
Sir, hello, sir. Sir, where you at? Hello? Hello?
Anyway, thanks to Jen for sending me this. Jen, let me ask you this. Has anybody said anything about there's a full call where they might have heard shotguns? I mean, damn. Well, yes, shotguns. Where they heard shots while they was on the phone call. Do you have an idea about that? Because you could tell these calls were edited, and they had to be edited because of the news, of course. Have you heard anything about that? There's an actual full phone call where it may be a possibility you did hear gunshots while they was on the phone with them. I'm trying really hard to piece this together and make sense of what really happened. Yeah, it's kind of hard to put together, you know, because you got, or which Spencer said the son was the first one they called. No, I guess allegedly this was the dad. Well, it had to be the dad because he called Travis. But right when it went silent like there a little bit, I want to know, was the call edited and did they hear gunfire while they was on the phone? Okay, she said the only thing she think that's edited is the blank, the name, and the number. All right, Spencer said she want me to call her, so let's see what she got to say. Hold up.
Yeah.
Well, what's going on?
Okay. Nothing. I'm fixing to answer you people's questions. Yes, when the 911 tapes and all the shit was originally released, you could hear the gunshots.
So it is original call where you hear the gunshots.
You hear the gunshots on. Okay, we're going to refer to the calls that you're playing on your show in order. It's call number 1 and call number 2. The first call that you played, that's Travis.
Okay.
The second call that you played is Roddy, the dad's homeboy, which leads me to this. Word on the streets down there is the homeboy is the one that leaked the tape because it was in his phone because he was the one that shot it.
Wait, hold on. Let me stop. Let
Let
me stop you right there because we just passed. They're gonna find out. I think he got the video to the attorney. They say the attorney was the one that leaked it.
Hush.
They say the attorney was the one that leaked
it. When the shit hit the fan, he said, "Look, I got the tape. Get him my motherfucking tape. I didn't have shit to do with it. I was just there." That's what the word on the streets is. Didn't we add you to all them goddamn justice for the cracker groups?
And you only added me to one of them, and I deleted that shit because I'm not finna join that shit.
Let you in the other two because we infiltrated all the justice for cracker groups.
Okay. Go ahead.
One of their neighbors is in the Justice for Cracker group.
Get the fuck out of here. What?
Who the fuck wants justice for the crackers other than their own friends and kin folks? We don't want justice for the motherfuckers.
So those groups are actually real because the one you invited me to, I just saw a lot of black folks in there clowning, so I thought it was fake.
That was the first one, sir. There's at least 5 Justice for Cracker groups. One of them was a troll group. The other ones are real. These people's real friends and family begging for money to get them a defense fund. They feel like they ain't did shit wrong.
Okay.
Roddy asked when the heat started boiling and carrying, hold up, because before, it was just talk of a black boy got shot down there. A black boy got shot down there minding his own business, just jogging. We didn't have no videotape. It was just a black boy got shot, a black boy got shot. Then all of a sudden this tape comes up because the cracker homeboy, so look, I know what they're talking about. It's something about when I was out with Greg and them, and I got the tape. What I'm going to do? He gave it to his lawyer. His lawyer like, hold up, bitch, here's the tape. My client had nothing to do with this. It was just, I told your motherfucking ass, and I told your motherfucking fans. Hey, motherfuckers, didn't I tell y'all the other day that either you witness or you complicit?
That you
did.
Did
I tell you motherfuckers the other day, you either a witness or you complicit?
Yes, you did say that. Yes, you did.
Witnesses call the police and tell the police, hey, such and such and such and such is going down out here. Complicit motherfuckers sit there and film the whole little shit and then call the authorities.
So let me ask you this: in one of these groups, are they saying in the streets or the streets? So you put it. How long he held on to this video before he gave it to the attorney?
We in that May. The shit happened in February.
So he been holding on the whole time.
Now, also word on the streets is that they was over there kicking about this shit in their own little private little circles.
Yeah, I just read something for you came in the chat room. I read something about there. Yeah, Sean King said he wrote to him, and they heard a conversation where they plotted this whole thing up for what he's saying.
Who wrote Talcum X?
Yeah, I guess that's what they call him. Nah, I think they said he wrote to Roddy. If I read it right, Talcum X wrote to Roddy. And said somebody he heard you know, I'm being bad, so I'm repeating that shit you saying. He wrote to him and
nickname. We know he ain't black for real, but continue.
He said, if I read it right, something about he wrote to him and told him, no, hey, we heard this phone call, man. Well, all y'all plotted this together and this, then the third. And somehow that's how the tape came out, some shit like that. So what did you hear about that?
I ain't heard nothing about the Talcum X shit. I mistakenly joined that nigga's fucking buggy in the email campaign a few years ago, and he been emailing me, hey, we did. I don't never open this shit. I forgot it was some other national tragedy that he stuck his nose into and his ass was wrong. And I backed away from him then. Oh, I know what it was. Y'all remember when that girl was down there in Texas or somewhere, was walking down the street and swore to God that the police had raped her and all of those shit and it turned out to be a hoax?
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
That's when I quit fucking with old Talcum.
I remember that. Yeah, I think he got a lot of flack for that because he put out a false narrative or something. He got a whole lot of flack for that.
Man, truth be told, Lee Merritt did too, but we already know he, this generation's Al Sharpton. He don't show up before the body even get cold. We want justice for this family.
So all right, so in this group they actually trying to get money up to free these guys for what you say. And what else you'd heard so far about what's going on with Roddy? Because they looking at Roddy right now.
They gonna arrest his ass is what somebody said. I send you the screenshot when you get out there.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay. Also, somebody sent me something where they say there's allegedly supposed to be some body cam footage. What you hear about that?
I ain't heard nothing about that because what would the body cam footage be at? Consider wasn't no police officers.
Well, I guess when the police got there was some body cam footage. I guess the surrounding area.
Of course, it was the aftermath of his body laying in the street. We want some more footage of when the shit went down and beforehand, because you can clearly see from the video that was released that is not the beginning of that motherfucking video.
Of course not.
Just the middle somewhere. I want to see what happened before that.
Was you in lurking in the chat when I played the video where you heard Roddy cocking his gun too, loading his shit up and cocking it?
I heard him cock the gun when I first saw the video, and no, I'm not looking at that motherfucking video no more.
I didn't show it. I just played the MP3. I didn't let people hear the audio. I didn't put it up on the screen, but I just let people hear the audio of it. And yes, with my headphones on, I could hear him loading that motherfucker up, and he cocked it. So these guys are like they was looking to do some serious damn damage. They even do some damage.
For those of you in the comment section, you cock a revolver, you rack an automatic pistol. Thank you for coming today. You learned something. Continue. You rack a shotgun as well.
Okay.
The revolvers are cocked. Pistols specifically.
So what you saying? It was 2 shotguns? Possibly?
I'm just saying what the gun nuts, their official terminology, what you applied to, I'm not responsible for. I just came here to teach the class some vocabulary words.
Oh, so I must have fucked up another word then. That's what I did. I fucked up another word.
You applied it incorrectly.
Oh, okay.
The learner will learn to spell your vocabulary words and apply them correctly in all written applications.
Hey, tell them folks you said one show that I thought I didn't say that word, but you said I did. I said construed. What? Construed.
You said misstrued. I was working, y'all. I was business for show. I couldn't anticipate. I was telepathic with telling
misstrued.
I fixed it. Misconstrued.
It's misconstrued. So I said misstrued. That's what I said. Well,
I'm gonna say something unpopular. Then I'm gonna leave because my demon is awake and she hungry.
Okay. My man, Tech D's in there. He said the father seen taking pictures with the DA, so they all in the same clique. What up, Tex? Long time, bro. Where you been, my guy?
They was in the same clique. The nigga used to work there. Ain't you still cool with your
That's why the lady said she recused herself. Got it there. I got that one. Recused herself from the case because they used to work in the same department together. So she recused herself, and I forgot what the other person said. The reason why they recused themselves. But go ahead.
Because their son and his son used to be homeboys back together. They used to catch snakes and, shoot at niggas' houses.
Oh, okay then.
Anywho, I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave. This week we all in the uproar over this young man over that other fella, Sean. These ain't the same two dogs, people. One of these stories deserves more outrage than the other one. These two things are not like the other. Now, Ahmaud deserves justice. Sean Ross, or whatever his name is, in the words of Thomas Sotomayor, you play a stupid game, you win a stupid goddamn prize.
Who was Sean Ross?
That boy who was on the video riding around and shit that got tased first and then shot who many times.
Oh.
What the fuck did he think was going to happen when he rode around on Facebook Live, talked to them folks, hopped out, talked shit, shot at them too, and ran.
I said,
nigga, you didn't learn nothing from all the rest of them niggas before you. Your ancestors dying on Facebook Live didn't move you none. That you tried this dumbass shit. We ain't got no tears, no no GoFundMe money for him and his folks. Because he did this shit to himself.
I said I was going to speak on that because if people paid attention to his video, you had people in his live stream clowning his ass.
Telling him, no, don't do it.
They was clowning him. I saw one girl said, ain't nobody coming out to your dust ass. I like, damn, they talking shit to this dude, you know?
It was other folks saying, no, don't do it. Just stop, bro. Just, no, I ain't going to jail. Blah, blah, blah,
yes.
blah.
It was people in this chat on there. I don't think a lot of people paid attention. It was talking shit to him, pretty much telling him how much of a dumbass he was for doing it, you know? And then when he got tased, you seen the happy faces flowing all across the screen. I said, either they know this dude personally, or they just said, hey, dude, this you, not us. You doing this dumb shit. You know, them folks were roasting his ass. You know, so...
I'm not marching. I'm not signing shit. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not making no phone calls, no congressmen, no emails, no shit for his dumb ass. Because he didn't have the business doing this stupid ass shit.
Just like Nate said, he did his own suicide by a cop. But what was he trying to prove, though?
Now, that other little boy, if y'all all want to, get out on a mask and descend upon Brunswick as soon as they open up from the Rona and just act niggerish in the town all down by the beach, I'm there with the food trailer.
But see, here's my thing, here's my thing on that. Well, yeah, though, him, that dude, I said I'm going to cover that. I don't know when, but then again, I might just leave it alone because, it's just too crazy for me to even do that. I don't even know what that dude was thinking. And I seen some people on Facebook, and I don't know where these women come from, people posting that this man caused his own death, he dead. And the first thing I see coming out of women's mouth, damn, he fine. He a fine dude that's dead. What you mean? He a fine motherfucker that's dead. So that's the first thing you say, a woman, when you see this dude picture.
Hold on. Nah, the Bonquisha in me, they do be killing some fine motherfuckers now. I too will say that. Like, I know plenty of ugly motherfuckers y'all can wake. Why y'all keep killing and locking the sexy ones up? Shit.
Lord have mercy.
These nuts out here with these goddamn Clarence Wreck nigga leftovers.
Man, get out of my phone, man. Bye. Bye, man. Tell everybody bye. Tell everybody bye. What the hell? Neymuda said he wasn't trying to prove anything. He was ex-military. I think I heard that too. Hey, Avira, what's going on, dear? Divine Fire said he was the Myers, huh? Everybody was mesmerized by the Myers, huh? Hey, y'all killing me. Y'all killing me. All right, guys. So we heard the 2 911 calls. And let's get to the real deal. We're going to finally get to this press conference, and that will be the show for tonight. And thanks to everybody who came in, got them thumbs up. Thanks to everybody who joined the show. We got 39. Can I get one more for 40? And when we get that 40, can we get up to 45? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the GBI press conference of Ahmaud Arbery.
Come on up here, guys. All right, good deal.
Right here.
Yeah. All right, good morning, everybody. I know we're maybe a few minutes early, but I know you've got a lot on your plate today, so we'll go ahead and get started. First of all, thank you for coming. I'm Vic Reynolds. I'm the director of the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. I know you got a lot on your plate and a lot of places to go, so I'll be relatively brief. I want to make just a few comments, and then we'll certainly entertain some questions on things that we can answer today. As all of you are aware by now, yesterday evening, agents from the Georgia Bureau of Investigation effectuated an arrest on 2 individuals, Greg and Travis McMichaels, charging them with both felony murder and aggravated assault in regards to the killing of Ahmaud Arbery back in February of 2020 here in Glenn County. We became involved in this case late Tuesday evening, approximately 9:30 or so, when we were formally requested to get involved, and we hit the ground running pretty hard Wednesday morning, and I'll talk a little bit about what the agents did in a moment. But I did want to take a few minutes today and give some appreciation to some folks and agencies that have been involved in this and have helped us. First of all, we want to, of course, extend our deepest condolences to the Arbery family. We also want to take a moment to thank them. One of the last things you want to do in a circumstance of this nature on a case certainly that's been around for a period of time is to ask anybody, particularly a victim's family, for patience. It's difficult to do, but they were gracious in extending that patience to us, and we appreciate that on behalf of the Bureau. I also want to take a moment to thank the community of Brunswick and Glenn County for doing the same thing. We realize that emotions have run very high here for a period of time and still are to a great extent, and we understand that and we respect that. When I spoke from the GBI headquarters Wednesday morning, I also extended a request to this community asking them for some patience and understanding to us as we became involved in the investigation. And they certainly have done that, and I can't begin to tell you how much our agents, how much our agency, and I know I speak on behalf of the governor, how much he appreciates it as well, the graciousness and patience extended to us by a community that's emotionally worn pretty thin right now. So I appreciate what they've done for us. I also want to take a moment to thank the district attorney assigned to this case, Mr. Durden. Appreciate his assistance throughout our investigation to this point. Thanking him for being available and for answering legal questions on our behalf. I want to thank the Glenn County Sheriff's Department as well. They were cooperative with us and extended some assistance yesterday during the effectuation of the arrest. We certainly appreciate Sheriff Jump and his involvement. I also want to take a moment to thank some of the people behind me and some of the people who are out in the audience today, and that's the agents of the Georgia Bureau of Investigation who have been involved in this case. Again, giving you just a brief timeline, we were officially requested to become involved late Tuesday evening when Mr. Durden and I had a conversation, probably about 9:30 or so that evening. He graciously requested us to come in, and we immediately accepted that request. I advised him that we would hit the ground running very hard Wednesday morning. So about 10 o'clock Tuesday night, I relayed that request down the chain of command to the Deputy Director of Investigations, Scott Dutton, who is standing up here with me to my left. And then Deputy Director Dutton began putting together a team to begin the investigation from our perspective early Wednesday morning. Sometime during the morning hours of Wednesday, we were able to secure our hands on the file, the investigative file, which had been done previously. And the agents spent the rest of that day pouring through that file to make sure they understood what had been done in the case and what they thought needed to be done in the case, reviewing interviews and things of that nature. And they spent the remainder of Wednesday until very, very late Wednesday night doing just that. They took a short break of a few hours to get some sleep and then began early Thursday morning, yesterday morning, running a plan of operation and what they thought needed to be done.
Hey, Pamela, what's going on, dear? Welcome back. Welcome back.
Hit that pavement hard yesterday, doing neighborhood canvasses, talking to other individuals who had already been spoken to, some individuals who had not. And then after the course of that investigation yesterday, about 5 p.m., we had a command staff level conference call with the boots on the ground agents here in Glenn County. And we were advised at the command staff conference call that they had established, and the facts had established sufficient probable cause to seek arrest warrants against both Greg and Travis McMichael for felony murder and aggravated assault. That was certainly agreed to by the command staff individuals, including all the way up to and including myself.
Yeah, you missed a whole lot.
Those agents then immediately yesterday evening, sometime
you missed a whole lot.
So
Nate Moody said GBI is crooked as fuck.
Through the assistance of a Superior Court judge in the Glenn County area. Those warrants were secured. They came back to their command center staff and began putting together a plan of operation to effectuate the arrest. And about 7:45, that was in fact done yesterday evening without any incident. No one was hurt, neither the defendants nor any of the agents. And so that was done properly and safely, and we're very thankful of that. Those individuals were then turned over to the Glenn County Sheriff's Department and have been placed in custody at that particular jail. So that's where we're at today. Before I take any questions, I certainly understand there is some concern.
I know, Pam. I know. It ain't your fault, dear. A lot of people don't be getting these notifications and shit. So, and I can only do so much.
Anyone else going to be charged in this case? I will tell you that this case is an active, ongoing investigation. In fact, once this press conference breaks today,
I was seriously thinking about probably making a whole mass email thing, and for people who really want to come see the show, just send out a mass email and just let people know that I'm live, because I know everybody's not getting a notification, you know. So sorry, dear, that's the way it goes.
These agents behind me and the agents in the crowd who are
Yeah,
here
this
today
GBI
will continue their investigation. They're staying in this community. They're going to continue to work it, and they're going to go wherever the facts take them. If in fact the facts take them to
Jen, you say you want to read the warrant. I would like to as well. So if you find it before I do, you know where to send it to
make another arrest in this case, then they will do that. If the facts do not, then they won't. But I will tell you categorically that it's still an open, active investigation. We're continuing to look at all the evidence. They're continuing to do things that haven't been done yet, and we'll plan on doing that the rest of the time it takes before they make some decision or conclusion whether or not probable cause.
And you know what? And I see a lot of people gonna have a problem with that 2 months, because just like what I played last night, just like Tech D just said, when it first came out, he said these folks brushed it off. They brushed it off. They instantly took the guy's side and say it was pretty much like an open and shut until this video came out. And I truly believe now, because I've been had this story. Somebody been sent me this story. But the reason I never came out and did it, because the information was vague. And I didn't want to leave people doing this right here, scratching their head, you know? So on some stories I get, y'all, I wait till I get more information. And then I come out and I do the story. And now that this video came out, you got a whole lot of people that got something to say. So on their part, I agree with y'all. I do.
Exist to arrest anyone else. I thank you for allowing me to make those comments. I'll take any questions. I see your hand first.
How far had the local investigation gotten when you guys got your hands on it?
It had gotten.
Y'all heard what she said? Because I don't know how good y'all can hear, because I kind of hear it kind of low. Her question was, how long was this thing going on before y'all got in on it? And his response is?
To a good point. My understanding in speaking to my folks is that it was a good investigation. It was a thorough investigation. That doesn't mean there were some things that we believe need to be done that hadn't been done. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful sense to the people who worked it, but you could get 10 agencies to work a case, and they may work it 10 different ways and still arrive at the same place. So there were some things that we thought needed to be done that were done yesterday. There's some things that will continue to be done that perhaps haven't been done. We'll go back and review things that have been done to make sure they don't need to be tightened up in any fashion. But there's no complaining by my folks about what has been done to this point. Yes.
All right, correct me if I'm wrong. Did he answer the question? Correct me if I'm wrong. Did he answer the question? I don't know. Hold on. Let me go back.
Tell you categorically that it's still an open, active investigation. We're continuing to look at all the evidence. They're continuing to do things that haven't been done yet. And we'll plan on doing that the rest of the time it takes before they make some decision or conclusion whether or not probable cause exists to arrest anyone else. I thank you for allowing me to make those comments. I'll take any questions. I see your hand first.
How far had the local investigation gotten when you guys got your hands on it?
How long did the local investigation had gotten before you guys got your hands on it? And his response was?
It had gotten to a good point. My understanding in speaking to my folks is that
he kind of answered it. He kind of answered it.
It was a thorough investigation. That doesn't.
But he didn't say specifics.
That we believe need to be done that hadn't been done, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful sense to the people who worked it. But you could get 10 agencies to work a case. They may work it 10 different ways and still arrive at the same place. So there were some things that we thought needed to be done that were done yesterday. There's some things that will continue to be done that perhaps haven't been done. We'll go back and review things that have been done to make sure they don't need to be tightened up in any fashion. But there's no complaining by my folks about what has been done to this point. Yes.
What did the GBI see during their investigation that the Waycross PD didn't see during their 2 months with this case that led?
What did the GBI see that the, I guess, police department didn't see within the 2 months of this is going on? That's what she asked him. What did the GBI see that they didn't see? All right. And which got us here today, if I heard her question right. And his response is,
you know, I can't answer.
And she said for y'all to make the arrest, and they didn't. All right. So what did y'all see in order for y'all to get an arrest within this short amount of time? Then your counterparts, if it's safe to say it like that, that they didn't see and they couldn't make shit happen. And his response is,
what another agency did or didn't see, but I can tell you that based on our involvement in this case, considering the fact that we were hit the ground running Wednesday morning, and within 36 hours we had secured warrants for 2 individuals for felony murder.
36 hours versus 2 damn months. Now, again, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but you got to ask yourself, something suspect. How the fuck them folks 2 months? But the GBI comes in 36 hours, bam, we got them. What the fuck going on here?
I think that speaks volumes for itself, and that the probable cause was clear to our agents pretty quickly.
Should the DA lose their job over this?
You know, I'm not going to...
Did y'all hear what she asked? Should the DA lose their job over that? I heard a lot of people saying the DA should be fired. Let's see what he says.
Comment on that. That's, I mean, you know, all I can do is tell you when we became involved in this case.
He can't answer that. He can't answer that. Okay.
Go back and review things that have been done to make sure they don't need to be tightened up in any fashion. But there's no complaining by my folks about what has been done to them.
She answered, should the DA be fired? He can't answer that.
Yes.
What did the GBI see during their investigation that the Waycross PD didn't see during their 2 months with this case that led you guys to make an arrest and them not?
You know, I can't answer what another agency did or didn't see, but I can tell you that based on our involvement in this case, considering the fact that we were hit the ground running Wednesday morning, and within 36 hours we had secured warrants for 2 individuals for felony murder. I think that speaks volumes for itself, and that the probable cause was clear to our agents pretty quickly.
Should the DA lose their job over this?
You know, I'm not going to comment on that. That's, I mean, you know, all I can do is tell you when we became involved in this case, we did what we thought we were supposed to do. I'm very confident in our investigation, confident in our continuing it. I'm not comfortable speaking about anyone else's position.
Oh man, that's funny to me. He's I'm not gonna comment on that. I'm not gonna say nothing about that. But I wonder in the back of his mind, he's saying, hell yeah, they need to be fired. I just wonder. I can't hear what his question is. I can't hear what he asking.
You know, again, I can't speak on what anyone else sees or doesn't see about a case, but I will tell you that we base our decisions on 2 things. One are facts, and the other is the law.
I'm sorry, that's funny to me. She asked him, should the DA be fired? I'm not coming.
Felony murder, then we take the warrants for it. I'm very comfortable in telling you that there's more than
sufficient
probable cause in this case. I'm sorry? Well, it's like any other piece. Sure, it's certainly a very important piece of evidence. You know, anytime
I guess somebody asked him about the video or something.
You can see what happens at a scene, then it plays an important role in decision making. Is it the only piece of evidence? Is it the only thing in this case? No. But is it important? Absolutely.
But it seems that so much has transpired since that video has been released.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
It seems that
So much has transpired since that video been released.
10 weeks, nothing seems to happen. The video comes out, and within days, there's 2 arrests.
Listen what he said. Listen what he said. If I caught him, he said so much has happened. Hold on. Let me go back.
Is it the only piece of evidence? Is it the only thing in this case? No. But is it important? Absolutely.
But it seems that so much has transpired since.
It seems so much has transpired within them 10 weeks. If I heard him, so much has transpired. You know, nothing happened. Soon as video come out, everything just like this. And his response is?
That video has been released.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
It seems that so much has happened, transpired, since that video has been released. 10 weeks, nothing seems to happen. The video comes out, and within days, there's 2 arrests.
Yeah, well, I can only tell you what happened since Tuesday at 9:30 when we got involved. You know, the video was already out. We saw it.
Hey, good dodge, boy. Good dodge. Good dodge. He dodged that one. I give him that.
To my knowledge, it's the same video. Yes, Mr. Who? Don't know yet. You know, we're going to go wherever the evidence takes us. Let's say hypothetically, if we believe tomorrow or in a week or 3 weeks there's probable cause for an arrest, then we'll do it. If we don't believe there is, then we won't. I don't mean to be that simplistic or that flippant, but that's the way it is with us. We don't, you know, we base our decisions strictly on facts.
Right, Divine. Exactly hey, right, Divine. Hey. He's seeing them curveballs coming, and he dodging them jumps. I got to give it to him. But at the same time, though, I don't think he's lying, though. But it's the way his body language is and how he answering it, especially that right there. I don't think if I was him, I would have a straight answer either, because you said that man, he told him straight up, 10 weeks ain't shit happened. Soon as video come out, now everybody's in it. 36 hours, boom, you got him. Like Jen said, not even 48 hours. 36 hours, you got him. You know, so he ducking and dodging out there. I ain't mad at him though.
We're investigating everybody involved in the case, including the individual who shot the video. Yes, ma'am.
Without this video, would these 2 men be free right now?
I don't know. I can't comment on that. I can only tell you that when we got involved in the case, we look at what's available to us. If the video wasn't available to us, then we'd look at everything else. Whether or not we'd be at a point of probable cause, I don't know.
Would you guys be involved if it weren't for this video that surfaced this week on social media?
I don't know.
Oh, good question. She said, would y'all have been involved if this video never had came out? Good question.
We only become involved. So one thing about our agency, we can only statutorily become involved when we're asked to become involved. You know, and we don't work off of a timeline. In a perfect world, would we prefer to have been asked to become involved in February? Of course. But sometimes it isn't a perfect world. So we have to deal with the situation as it's placed in front of us. Yes, sir.
Yeah, when you say you're going to continue investigating, will that expand to the Bryan County Police Department and also the DA's office?
It will only expand to what's relevant to this murder investigation. We've been asked to conduct a murder investigation. That's what we're conducting. Yes.
You said Ahmaud's mother has said that the original story she was told by Glenn County Police was that her son was seen in his active burglary and that the homeowner was the one that confronted him and shot him.
Okay, if I heard her right, this lady quit. It's kind of hard to hear them because they kind of far away. She said something about her mom told her the original story was he ran out there and he was out there by the house, and the owner of that house was the one that stopped him or something like that. I can hardly hear what she's saying, but it's in that area, you know, because they saying that's what the first story came out and said. And his response is?
Not the case. You can see that from the video. Are you looking into the Glenn County investigators and their investigation and whether or not they were presenting the accurate information to the parents, and whether or not they were doing a thorough investigation?
The only way I can answer that is to tell you that anything that's relevant to the murder investigation we're doing, we will look at. If it's relevant to the murder investigation, which is what we've been asked to do, and it's what we're doing, then we'll look at it. If it isn't relevant to that issue, then we won't.
Are you concerned that you became involved? Are you concerned that you became involved in the case so late and that it took more than 10 weeks for an arrest to be made? Are you frustrated by the delay, the 10-week delay in when this happened and when an arrest was made?
She asked him, are the GBI frustrated for the delay, how long all this took for this to happen? And his response is?
Well, again, I'll preface it by saying what I said a moment ago.
He's still ducking and dodging.
The way we look at cases, if we can become involved in a case when there's still an active crime scene, when something just happened, that's always better for my people. It always is. Because we're not reinventing the wheel. We're not depending on what someone else done. We're starting with what we do from the beginning. And so in a perfect situation, that's the best way to get the GBI involved. But again, if I told you this was the first time we ever came in late in the case, it wouldn't be true. It's happened before. And so, you know, my folks, I think, have done a tremendous job considering when they got involved, how, and the time they got involved to do what they've done to this point. But I would be foolish to tell you that things wouldn't be better for us as an agency if we didn't get involved very, very early in the case. I'd say, yes, sir.
Reynolds, the attorney that apparently leaked the video, said that it's a full unedited video. And have you been able to confirm that? And also, is it the only video that your office has?
Okay, what this guy asked him, he said, is there a full edit video, or is this the only video out there? That's the question he asked him. And his response to that is?
Well, I'm not comfortable talking about a whole lot more evidence about the underlying case at this point because we're not through with the investigation. We've obviously observed the video that we have. Whether or not there are any additional videos, I don't know of any, but regarding the link, the editing, anything of that nature, you know, we have our experts looking at it, and we'll make that decision down the road. Right now, I'm not comfortable speaking on it. Yeah, right.
Boy, they had to ask some tough questions. So, Divine, you said they were asking good questions. They had to ask some tough questions.
Right while I was coming over, I missed part of that question. Yes. Well, of course, the charges that have been secured and against the defendants at this point, that was, of course, arrived at through me and so forth, myself, and the GBI. My investigator has been working on the case.
Pam said they picked the right BSs for this press conference because he knows how to play the game.
Yes, I will be the one.
I did take these and said, damn, he a good lawyer.
Follow up on a question that was asked earlier. And Vic had just finished, I guess, responding to. That is, you know, in a perfect world, you know, the earlier your involvement, of course, the better, okay? Is y'all
Y'all know what? I usually don't make fun of nobody conditions or nothing like that. Y'all be honest. How many of y'all in the chat room right now is trying not to laugh or how you talking? Because I'm trying my best not to, because I don't make fun of people situations, but sometimes you can't help but to chuckle. How many of y'all in the chat room trying your best not to laugh by the way he talking?
We know from my prior press release, I was only asked to come into the case on April 14th, I believe it was. So I didn't get the case until then either. So we take it, you know, what we're given, and we go from there and go back and look at what has been done, and then go ahead. Forward, which, as you noted, has led up to these arrests last evening. I will say, and I believe there was one question.
Tex said guilty. Here's my thing, man. So in order for him to be a lawyer, you know, maybe he a good lawyer. I don't know. I don't know his credentials or whatnot. But here would be my case. Here would be my problem with that. Here would be my thing with that, though. You know, the way he's talking, You know, I wonder how many times they gotta ask him, could you repeat what you said? You know, I can hear him loud and clear now, but when he get in their courtroom, you know, do they ask him or people like, I can't understand what he's saying, you know? So again, I don't make fun of people's situations. I don't know what he got, but I'm sorry though. There's a side of me, man, I'm kind of chuckling, you know, how he talking, but you know, hey, besides all that, man, these folks out there doing their job, you know, they're doing their job. Pamela said, if y'all answer first, then I answer. Jen said a little bit. Jen, he's the prosecutor for this case. He's the prosecutor.
As far as the GBI's involvement and so forth, I will say this, that there were and continue to be some new developments in the case, okay? And the GBI, and my thanks to the GBI for their involvement and their response and helping me, okay? And that there were some new developments, and I can't go into at this time, but that they really did, as Director Wells said.
Roll them out. Say, I'm trying not to laugh.
They got it real quick.
I'm trying not to either, but you can't help. You can't help but to be in the inside. Your inside just tickled.
My capacity in advising the law enforcement in this case. Yes, ma'am.
The previous DID at Barnhill had said that he felt that these men's actions were protected by both the stand your ground, no need for retreat law, and the idea of citizens.
If I'm hearing her question right, she's asking him that originally, you know, something about the stand your ground law, which we're hearing that a lot now that is going on. She asking him something about the stand your ground, and his response is.
When we take this case to
hey, that too, Pam. It is kind of hard, but I can hear him good because I got the headphones on, so I'm good.
Perhaps could go to a trial on guilt or innocence, okay? The legal principles will be explained by the judge, okay? What someone says the applicable law is an opinion, okay? The law will come from the court, okay?
Mr. Durden,
yes.
How would you describe the atmosphere over the past 2 days in terms of the level of public pressure, quite frankly, that you may or may not have felt to bring these charges?
Well, you know, public opinion is always, from one side or another, always going to be there, okay? We don't let that influence the decision, okay? We can't just make a snap decision, all right? So I
okay, Dr. Paul, thank you, dear.
Public opinion out there. I understand the sympathy, and I will echo something that the director said. In extending, I have done this, and my victim staff at my office has done this in our condolences to Mr. Arbery's mother and family. So we have made the decision based on what we feel like is the applicable law and the our interpretation of the evidence that has been uncovered here. So if that answers your question, Lewis, I believe you have one. And I apologize. This sun's kind of.
It's okay. Are you concerned about the amount of publicity this has received, and will the change of venue possibly take place when it gets to the court system?
Lewis, that would be a prejudgment at this point, and that would depend on a lot of things, and the judge would be the final arbiter of that. Okay, and I can't really answer, not because I don't want to. I'm just saying we're not through that point yet.
You had spoken on Tuesday that while you felt the evidence warranted sending this on for considered criminal charges with grand jury, that's not likely to happen until June because of COVID-19. The next day, GBI is called in at your request. Was that maybe an arrest quicker?
No. Those are two separate things. The June 12th is a directive from the Georgia Supreme Court. The other things had to do with evidence and some matters that I requested that GBI run down, and that they have done. I will take just a minute, and that's about as far as I can go as far as getting into the case. In fact, I told Vic I was going to be brief, and sometimes as we lawyers are, maybe we're not, but.
Divine, you noticed that too? You noticed that too?
Prosecuting Attorneys Council in Atlanta, they have given me a great deal of help as far as legal advice and so forth in the case, and I just want to recognize that organization also. And thank you for your question.
Just a couple.
Okay.
Yes.
You are a former prosecutor yourself. Can you talk and give your opinion as to why this is a good or appropriate case to prosecute, in your opinion, after reviewing the facts?
Well, sometimes I have to make sure I'm taking off my former prosecutor's hat and putting on the investigator's hat. But the only thing I can tell you that from the GBI's perspective, and I kind of entertained both your question and the question of this gentleman a moment ago, I can tell you without any hesitation that regardless of the amount of social media, regardless of the amount of the mainstream media attention, regardless of the emotion, regardless of a supposed timeline, none of that matters to the GBI. It doesn't matter who the person is. It doesn't matter who the victim is. It doesn't matter who potential defendants are. All it matters is what the facts tell us. And so when we get into any case, certainly a case of this nature, our goal, first of all, is to see and find, number one, what are the facts? Then once we find those facts, number two, we apply the law to those facts. In this case, doing that relatively quick because, again, some of the investigation, a good portion of it was already done. We applied the law to the facts in this case and came up pretty quickly with a solid belief that there's sufficient probable cause to charge the McMichaels with felony murder and aggravated assault. I can tell you that if we didn't believe it, we wouldn't have arrested them. If we believe it, then we're going to put the bracelets on them, and that's exactly what we did yesterday evening. And so this case, when it is handed over to Mr. Durden for ultimate prosecution, will be complete. It will be done, and every stone will be turned over. I promise you. There's no hate crime in Georgia. There isn't. It's one of the, I think, 4 or 5 states left in the union that doesn't have a hate crime. So.
There's not a hate crime in Georgia. What do he mean by that? Does he mean that there's no such thing as a hate crime, even though people try to say it's a hate crime? So there's no such thing as a hate crime?
Oh, so that would not be anything. I don't know. I think with the emergency,
right, D's, take D's, right.
System, that's going to be something that the lawyers have to deal with. We don't. The GBI won't be involved in setting hearings. That'll be done through the lawyers. I don't know if the gentlemen have counsel or not, but once they do, that'll be secured then. Thank y'all. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Is that good, Nelly? All right. Thank y'all.
All right, guys. Let me bring Spencer in. She said she got some more juice that she want to spill, and I need to go run to the bathroom. So I'm gonna let her talk to y'all.
Hello.
Go ahead, talk to them. I gotta run to the bathroom. So you say you got some more tea. Spill it.
Yes. Well, while our host goes to the potty, like that white woman in the background of the GBI thing, about to piss on her goddamn self. Let me tell y'all why that motherfucking Detective Droopy was talking in circles. Word on the streets is the GBI did not get brought in to investigate that murder. They got brought in to investigate who the fuck leaked that motherfucking video. When they got brought in to investigate who leaked the fucking video, the outrage by then was in full swing and they had to arrest the motherfuckers. Trust and believe, they didn't arrest them because they saw the tape. They arrested the motherfuckers because we saw the goddamn tape and wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. The GBI is only there. Who the fuck, how the fuck did this tape get out? Because 2-3 months ago, we already investigated this and said these niggas ain't did nothing wrong. We swept this shit on the rug and somehow a goddamn tape came out and we want to know who the fuck released this tape. I can tell you how it went down there. That's what they showed up for. You niggas with your memes sharing in your Twitter campaigns and shit would let the shit rest and then they had to lock them crackers up. They still gonna skate though. Mark my words today, my deceased brother's birthday, May the 8th, 2020. They might have arrested them motherfuckers, but they ain't gonna do nothing else to them. Now, hopefully, the gentleman will be back from the potty unless he had to, freshen his edges or something. What? Go eat your dinner. Okay, I saw it. Gene Witch's timeline as to what was killed back in February. We just got this tape last week. The authorities down there in Crackerville had already investigated, took them niggas' word for it, said they didn't do anything wrong. Somehow, I heard because his mama wouldn't let it go and started getting media coverage. But once the media coverage started kicking up, people were talking about this boy being shot. Why has nothing been done? And then people started like, okay, dude been shot down here. Because everybody from that area or from Georgia knows to stay the fuck away from that area. That is Crackerville. Nate Moody keep telling y'all that motherfucker down there is Ku Klux Klan cracker country. So they went talking the shit and somehow the tape pops out. Now word on the streets is the dude that filmed the tape released the tape to his lawyer because he didn't want to be caught up in the bullshit as an accessory.
That's obvious.
Too late for that.
That was obvious right there. That's
because
obvious.
Your ass was there. You filmed this shit. You didn't try to help that little boy, and your ass cocked your own revolver or whatever the fuck you did, and we heard shit. But the GBI was not brought in to investigate the crime. If so, they would have brought him in back in motherfucking February or the beginning of March. They brought him in to see how the fuck the tape got out.
That sound like it makes sense. It sound like it makes sense.
I thought I screenshot it, but obviously I didn't. So I'm gonna go looking back through the group and find it.
Yeah, but for what little I just heard you say, that sound like it makes sense. And you're right, Nate Moody been saying it the whole time. Pretty much, she been saying it the whole time. The bald-headed guy, like I said, man, regardless of how I'm laughing at them, how he ducking and dodging, them people out there actually doing this work to get this shit in. Now, is he being truthful about everything he's saying? I don't know. But he just tickled me when they asked him the question, do you think the DA should be fired? I'm not going to comment on it. He answered that shit quick.
I'm going to tell you something. And Nate Moody and other people might can attest to this. Under normal circumstances, State Bureau of Investigations do not investigate crimes.
Oh, okay.
They only come in when local law enforcement is either involved in the crime or they can't investigate the crime due to conflict of interest. That is not what the GBI is for, to be investigating shootings and shit. They call them in when the police shot a nigga, or when the police's son shot a nigga, or the judge's wife ran a motherfucker over. They don't sit around investigating regular crimes.
So if I heard you right, while I was in before I went to the restroom, you said you think the only reason GBI was called in because of that video came out. Because that wasn't the question that was asked. That's one of the questions that was asked really about the video. 10 weeks ain't shit happened, but this video come out, now y'all show up.
Because in the 10 weeks when the shit first happened, the Hinesville, Glenn County, whoever the fuck did their little investigation. Greg told their ass, and goddamn nigger was running around here. I know he's the one been breaking in these fucking houses. Roddy got the tape. You'll see, we didn't do anything wrong. We just tried to stop the nigger and see what he was doing in our neighborhood, where he was going. And he run up on Jeremy, and how he got shot. And the police took that shit. And they went on about their business, case closed.
Yep.
It wouldn't have been no GBI investigation if that fucking tape hadn't leaked.
Jen, who? She said she heard somebody investigate the leak of the video. Who, Jen? The police or the GBI? I'm gonna see what she said. She said because she said she did hear about them investigating the leak of the video. So I want to know, is she talking about the police or the GBI?
You know, just go put your stuff away.
Oh, she said she don't know which agency, but she heard that the video was being investigated. Okay.
That ain't true, Nate Moody. I live in the neighborhood. I don't know every street over here, but I can tell you how many turns to get somewhere.
Yeah,
No
I can do that too.
Yeah, as young people say.
Yep.
I can't tell you every little side street in my neighborhood, but I can tell you, come out of my place, go up there on Cordova Road, take a right, take another right, and I don't know what street that is, but I can tell you my weed man stay on this street, and I know how to get in his house.
That's a damn shame. You know the streets of the weed, man.
I don't know what street that is. Is Deer Valley or some shit like that? I don't know, but I know how to get there.
You know the street of the damn weed, man, but don't know the fuck.
And I've been going there every other day for the last 5 years. I don't know what street that nigga stay on.
That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. Hey, you know what? But you know, you ain't lying though. I mean, if it's something that we want and we got somebody who's black markets, if it's safe to say black markets, we know we can tell you how to get there, but we can't tell you the name of the street. So somebody on the phone.
I just recently found out what street you lived on, but I knew how to get to your house.
Look at Divine. Divine said yes. Oh, y'all killing me, man. Y'all killing me. Y'all killing me tonight. Neighbor said, God damn, Spencer. Woo, boy, y'all tickling me tonight, man. Tech D's, my man Tex over there, he killing me too, man. God damn, man. Y'all good audience. But all right, dear, I'm going to have to get y'all the phone because this damn thing getting kind of low, so we'll talk later.
And call me, y'all just call me after the show goes off, because me and you got some other business to discuss.
All right.
And real world shit.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Bye, y'all. To the second.
Oh, boy. God damn. Yeah, the shooters live in the neighborhood. Now, here's the question, like I said earlier. Did Ahmaud, did he live there? And if he did or didn't, was that the normal route that he take when he do his jog? You know, I think those are important questions as well if they haven't been answered. You know, are those the normal routes that he take when he do his jog? And did he stay somewhere close to the neighborhood? You know, and I really want to know, is those questions going to come out about that, you know? And again, just like Red said, like we talked about the house and what Nate Moody said, the vacant house. I mean, regardless of what if he was trespassing or not, just like Nate Moody said, maybe he was interested in the house, and when it gets done, maybe he was going to try to get out of his mama house and move into it. I mean, because again, this house right here, when it came on the market, I did the same thing. You know, I came up here, I peeped through the window, I went to the back and to see the space and what it looks like. And it was fucked up in here because the people who was in here recently, before I came here, whatever, 3 years ago, left the house in shambles, you know, broken windows, broken TVs and shit all over the place. So I went in there and peeked to see how the house looked in the inside, and I like what I saw. And every so often I go by and check on the house to see what they have done to it. And one time I came over here to check out the house before I got it. They took all the shit out the house. They had shit piled up all in the backyard. Stove, doors, name it. They had it. It was all piled up in their backyard back there. You know, they cleaned this motherfucker up. For if I would have took a picture, what it looked like before the way it look now. You know, whoever stayed in here before me, they fucked this house up. They fucked it up. You understand? And I don't understand why people do that. You got some people like that, you know. And I'm just assuming because I don't know. Well, actually, two of the girls who used to stay here, they came over here one day because they were looking for their W-2 forms or something, and they came over here, and they like, you stay here now. I mean, I came out the motherfucking house. Who else gonna stay here? You know? And she was like, well, we looking for our W-2s. Hey, you seen it? I said, who are you, son? Said, yeah. I said, I haven't seen your W-2, but you got a lot of mail that's been coming here, but I haven't seen your W-2. So, you know, she gave me a little rundown about the nigglets that run around here and who to watch out for. And the dude next door, she said he's one of the ones to watch out for, you know, and she's right about that. I need to watch out for him because that's a little dirty motherfucker. Usually when people do a house like that, they mad at the landlord because I guess they can't catch up on their rent and try to, I don't know if anybody in the chat room, are you landlords or have you ever rented a house to anybody? But y'all probably have friends that did this. They get mad at the landlord because the landlord say, I can't help you no more, that you got to get the fuck out. And they'll get mad and sit up there just to destroy shit. I don't know why they do that. I don't know why people do that. Why would you get mad at the landlord and destroy their property knowing you got to pay that shit? If they told you to get out, then you can't pay up your rent. Then that's just what it is. You know, you got to get the fuck out. You know? But people get mad and want to go around and tear up their shit. And that's what it looked like this house was. These folks probably got mad. The landlord told them, you got to get the fuck out. I'd have helped you enough. Y'all ain't trying to do shit. So get the fuck out. And these folks got mad and started tearing up shit. Okay? I don't know why people do that shit. That's stupid. You said, well, they moved. Here's the thing. You can still go down there and change your address. But that doesn't mean every single mail going to come to the new address because it happens to me. I'm pretty much sure I got old mail going to my old address. So it happens. You can put in for a new address, but everybody who seen you mail don't always get the new address. Especially with the bill collectors, they don't always get the new address. That's why a lot of times you get mail, you see that yellow strip down there because they got to forward it over to the new address. But everybody don't get your new address. Everybody don't get it. A lot of people, you got to call yourself and update your address. You got to call them yourself. Landlord should always do a surprise visit. Obviously, I don't think they can do that, but yeah, if it's their property, they can do a surprise visit. I think they can. I don't know if they can come in without your permission. I don't know how that works. I could be wrong though. I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works. She said landlord should always do a surprise visit prior to renting someone. Oh, hold on. Are you asking like why the previous people still there or to check on the house when they leave? Maybe I'm not understanding what you're saying. Because if you're talking about when they leave, then yes, I hear you on that one. But if you saying why the people are still currently there, I think they still can do it. I think they still can do it. Or you should know how someone is living before. Oh, okay, so you saying why they there. Okay. They can do that. But now here's the thing, and maybe y'all can hear me out. They can do a surprise visit, but I don't think they can force their way in. Not that I'm aware of. Now I don't think they can force their way in because you got somebody that's occupied it now. So if he or she do come, I don't know. I don't know if we got the right to let them in or not. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good one. That's a good one. Right, Nisa. Yeah, most of them will call you before they do a visit. They will. But now, I guess if they feel like you doing some shady shit, that's the only way they probably can force their way in. They feel like you doing some shady shit. Well, Jen, I think Jen just answered me. She said it depends on what is written in the lease. That's a good one too. So that's why, guys, when it comes to the lease, always read before you sign. Read before you sign. Good call, Jen. Read before you sign. And something like that, I don't think a verbal contract should never be put in place. Something like living with somebody, it should always be written. It should always be written. And I learned my lesson on that. She said they should check the place where they live prior to them renting their place. I don't know. You might be stepping on you may be going out of line doing that one. You may be going out of line doing that one. To go to their previous spot and see how they live in their previous spot. If I'm reading what you're saying right, if you're doing that, you may be out of line because you ain't got no business being over there. If it's not their property, I don't think you got no business being over there going to somebody's house. So unless y'all just cool like that, you know. If I'm reading what you're saying right. But anyway it go, man, wherever you stay in, man, just take care of your spot. I mean, that's all it is too. Just take care of your spot. You know, she said they just can't pop up and come in. I didn't think they could. I didn't think they could just pop up and come in like that. I didn't think they could, but I don't know. I guess unless you're just doing some shady shit, I guess maybe that will be a pass. I mean, like selling drugs or paraphernalia or something like that. They feel like you're doing it in their house. They probably can come in then. Pam said they can talk to you at the door. Okay. Well, I'm not a landlord, so I don't know how this shit works. Neighbor Nisha said my landlord did a visit to my old apartment to see how clean I was before she rented to me. Oh, they can do that? I didn't know they could do that. I did not know they can do that. Well, I guess if you could do that then, and she want to make sure that he or she written to somebody that's going to be worth written to, then, you know, I guess there's nothing particularly wrong with that. Because they want to know who they written to, you know. And I think a lot of landlords should be like, who you written to? You need to check out who you written to. Okay. So, wow. I didn't know they could do that. I didn't know they could do that, but, oh well. I guess they got to know. They got to know. You want apartment of the month. I heard that, dude. I heard that. Why, guys? This was the update, guys. We heard the GBI. They take on things, you know, and I think everybody's kind of in agreement. They probably was telling some truth and some of it, I don't know if you can call it a lie because they didn't answer it. But I'm just still tickled how she asked him Do he feel like the DA need to be fired? The way he dodged that question, man, I died laughing. I died laughing. I'm not gonna answer that. You want me to call you now, Nate, or after the show? Nate Moody said she want me to call. You want me to call you now or after the show? Let me see what you want me to do. Oh, you want me to call you now? Okay. Send me your number in the Facebook Messenger. It wasn't just a lady. You had quite a few of them out there asking tough questions, and just like Divine said, she said. So I'm guessing she already heard it. She said they asked some good questions, and I agree, they did. They asked some damn good questions, and it looked like they was bagging them up a little bit. They were asking questions that either they couldn't answer right now, or they refused to answer. But the funny one was when they asked him about the DA. That shit was funny to me. How he ducked that one. That was funny. So I'm waiting on Nate Moody. Okay. She just messaged me. Okay, why it ain't showing up over here? Okay.
Hello?
What's going on, baby?
Not much, love. Can you hear me okay? No echo?
Everything's good. Everything is everything.
Oh, okay. What I was saying on that rental, I had a friend across the street from my house. She rented to a military wife, and she did not go check that girl's place before she was living. Come to find out, she got thrown out of billet, and she rented that woman's house, and she tore it up before she moved out.
Whoa.
So I had told her, I said, why would you not go on the base and check out where she's living before you rent to her? She said, well, she had all them kids, and I was just feeling sorry for her. I said, I can understand that, but to protect your interests, why wouldn't you go find out why she's being put out of military housing?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I don't rent to them down there because they are nasty like that. They will tear your stuff up.
And you know what? And
she poured stuff down the vent in the woman's house. The house, it just, it was horrible. She did so much wrong. It was just horrible.
Was she doing that? Was she doing that to be low down? Her the lady had it out, or what was she doing that for?
Oh, they had it out. Trust me, you. After she got in there and found out that she was tearing up her house, yeah, they actually did get into it.
Oh, wow.
And I just politely walked back over in my yard and watched the show. I was like, I'm not getting involved because I tried to tell your dumb ass, she over here tearing your shit up, but you don't want to listen to me, you know.
And this was a military woman.
Yeah, she was a military wife. She wasn't in the military. Her husband was.
Oh, okay.
6 kids. And they were going through a breakup, so she tried to say that the reason why she had to move out of billet was because they were going through the split up, but she had to move out because she tore a billet up.
Gotcha.
They put her in housing, and baby, they was talking about her in circles, and when it come to find out what it was horrible.
Wow.
It was horrible.
But see, you know what? Go ahead.
Glenn County is below Long County, and Liberty County is in front of Long County. So like I said, those are two counties in my front and back door. And that's how they are down there. They are really nasty white people. I'm sorry, but they are. I have never seen that kind of hatred anywhere else in the United States. But there, Texas runs close in behind them, but Georgia, it's a wrap.
Gotcha. Well, dear, well, thanks for calling in and clearing it up. Then I know what you were saying now. So thanks for calling in and clearing it up. That's crazy. That is crazy.
And one more thing before I hang up. I had actually watched someone else's channel, and he was trying to say that this was a psyop because when Arbery ran around the front end of the truck before the first shot went off, allegedly, because he said that his shirt was already bloody. So that's why I was trying to ask, did he get shot before he cleared the front of that truck and went running towards the father with the rifle?
Didn't look like he did. Not to me. Didn't look like he did.
That's what I thought, but he said he already had blood on his shirt, so, and I couldn't line the shots up, but when they were on the 911 call, I heard 3 shots in rapid succession. I am a marksman, and I know what gunfire sounds like.
Well, so that phone call was edited then that I played tonight then. It was edited.
No, not to the point where they took out them 3 gunshots. It went pow, pow, pow. If you listen to it again, you'll hear it.
Oh, okay then. Okay, gotcha. Well, you know, with stuff like this, man, you always gonna have your conspiracy theories. You know, that's with any damn thing now. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but they do the most. Most blacks don't even go on people's stuff like that. That's why I found it very odd, because we already know how they are down there.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll come on your property and fish out your lake and sit up in your yard like they at home, and ain't not supposed to be said, well, if we didn't catch them in the act. No, you go over there and say something to them now, because the next time they do it, ain't gonna be no next time for y'all to come out and investigate. It's gonna be taken care of right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
When I say they fished my pond out, I gotta restock it.
Oh wow.
Yes, it's bad.
Well, let me ask you this before I let you go. Noah. So what did you think about this? Well, I think you already said enough in the conference, but since we got you on the phone, tell us how you feel about this conference.
About the conference with the GBI?
Yeah.
It was all for show, just like Spencer said. It was all for show because they seriously, it was a wrap. They wasn't gonna do no more with it than what they did. And he said it was a courtesy call for them to come and do the investigation. No, it was, damn it, we got to go back because we had this wrapped up. How come y'all didn't know about the video? Just like Spencer said, but it happened. The boy got scared. He gonna tell on the law before he go to jail, but he might end up in there with him.
Right. Okay. All right, dear. Well, thank you so much for calling the show, baby.
All right. Love you.
Love you too, dear.
Bye, chat.
Bye. That was Nay Moody, y'all. That was Nay Moody. Oh man. Well, you know, again, like I said at the beginning of the show, everybody's entitled to their opinion about everything that's going on. You know, do I think they were telling the whole truth about everything? Nah, not really. But some of the stuff I think they was being real about. But then again, we got to think about this, guy. It's an ongoing investigation. So it's not much that they can say because it's ongoing. And with that being said, the GMI stand for the GBI, Georgia Bureau Investigation. Georgia Bureau Investigators. Like the FBI, they federal, they Georgia, you know, so yeah, that's how it goes. Other than that, guys, thank y'all so much for joining me for this update. You know, I had fun with y'all as always. And if anything else comes up, you know, I will bring you more updates to this story as well. Happy birthday to you, Ahmaud. Even though you're gone, happy birthday to you, brother. And Mama Ahmaud, you know, hey, hopefully you see my message and you want to come on the show and talk to me. But in that, though, y'all take care of yourself and each other. And y'all be careful out there. It's your man, Chris Thorns. I'm signing out. Peace.